because in swimming, we have got to have air. This is one of the most important parts of swimming, being able to get oxygen, exchange it, not choke on water. You're familiar with that. So what I'd like to talk about is how to get air in the easiest possible way. There's a lot of different ways that you can get air in swimming. You've probably been taught a few different ways to do it. But I want to talk about the easiest way. If you're really struggling with your breathing and you're having a hard time with it, today I'm going to kind of show you a little trick that can help you breathe a little easier. And to do that, I want to talk about parking a car. Some of you have probably heard this analogy before, but this is the idea that when you first learn how to park a car, you kind of go to a parking place where there aren't any other cars around and you want to be sure that there's nobody there that you could potentially hit. And then maybe as you get a little better at it, you think, okay, I'm willing to maybe park where there's one or two cars, but not if they're nice cars. And then the more comfortable you get and the better driver you are, you think, okay, I'm willing to park close to some cars that are probably even nice cars because I know what I'm doing. And breathing and swimming is much the same. So if you're having a hard time, if you're getting a lot of water in your mouth and nose when you go to breathe, one thing I'd like for you to try would be to try swimming, and instead of turning your head just to the side and trying to breathe where all the fancy cars are, right where the water is, what if you turn your body a little further over to where you're almost rotated all the way onto your back and breathe up instead of to the side? And a lot of people might say, well, but that's over-rotating, or we're rotating too far over. Yes, you totally are, but you're getting air. And getting air means you'll be interested in going back to the pool and trying it again and being willing to swim another day. And if you get good at that and you're confident that every time you turn your head, you're going to get air and you know you're going to breathe air and not water, then you're going to be having more fun when you're swimming and more successful at your swimming. And pretty soon you might be willing to maybe not roll all the way over to the ceiling, but maybe to here, and then maybe the next month or so you might be willing to turn your head just this far and your body just this far. And the better you get at it, you'll be able to turn your head not as far to get that breath. If you look at videos of elite swimmers, you can see that their mouths are so close to the water that they actually have the bottom half of their mouth closed and the top half of their mouth open, so that they've gotten their mouth in such a close tolerance to the water, they know exactly where that water is going to be when they go to take a breath. So they're able to do that, what we call pirate face, to be able to breathe in just the air that's right next to their mouth. When you're newer at swimming, that's ridiculous. There's no way you're going to want to do that because more than likely you're going to suck in water. I'm not saying it's ridiculous if you're doing it. I'm just saying it's ridiculous to ask someone to try that who's not really comfortable with breathing, in general. So if you want to try that, try breathing over where you're rolling all the way over, getting a breath. And then as you get better at it, you'll be able to not roll over as far, and your freestyle will take on a more traditional format where you're not over-rotating. But in the meantime, enjoy breathing all the air you want and have fun. See you guys next time.